Hello Cruising World, Mick the Suit Guy with you. Today I'm going to do probably one of my favorite videos I've done. We did a day trip at the end of our amazing recent cruise on Celebrity Millennium, where we went from Bali to Mumbai, and there'll be a lot of videos coming up on this. But at the very end we went to visit the Taj Mahal. So I wanted to show you our day out at the Taj Mahal, a little tour around Agra very briefly afterwards, and then we went to Old Delhi. Now our tour guide Mick, who picked us up at 3 a.m, took us to Agra, and then we picked up his good friend and amazing guide Vikram, who took us around the Taj Mahal. So in this video, it looks like it's quite long. It's up to you, but I recommend you watch the whole thing because Vikram at various points explained everything about the history of the Taj Mahal to us. Which was fascinating, and I'm sure you will find it the same way. So I do recommend that you watch those bits. If not, feel free to skip over them. But you know, why? Because you'll learn so much about it, and I had no idea. So again, we had McCall picked us up. I didn't video it. I was too tired to remember. But he picked us up at 3 in the morning. We drove about 3 hours to Agra. We picked up Vikram. We had some amazing tea. What was it called? Char Mai tea or something like that. I forget what it was, but it was phenomenal. We went around the sunrise tour of the Taj Mahal, and as we did it, Vikram explained everything to us, and I've recorded it, and it's going to be in this video. So again, I recommend you watch it. Blah blah blah. I'm waffling. Sean, you're welcome. Enjoy. All right, here we are at 6 a.m, almost 6 a.m. in Agra at the Taj Mahal, waiting for it to open. There are two lines. On the left is for tourists, on the right is for locals. So once it opened, the line started moving pretty quickly. As you'll see here, we're getting close to the front, and the sun is barely coming up. They say sunrise is the best time to see it. Again, the left-hand side here are the tourists, as it were. The right-hand side are the locals. What we noticed is, very quickly, the local side ran down, but the tourist side kept going. They did open up the tourists on both sides pretty quickly. Once you get inside, it's like a Disney snake ride, as it were. You'll see here, we waited quite a while to get through because everything else in India, they have security. So we had to wait to go through security. The ladies go on one side, the gentlemen on the other, although the ladies did sneak in on the men's side quite a lot. Once you come in, here we are walking up to the main entrance to the Taj Mahal. Now we had an amazing guide called Vikram, and he gave us descriptions all the way through. Fast forward over this if you want, but here is Vikram's initial description for us.
Okay, so what we are looking at, the floral pattern in the smaller and the bigger bold versions. The browns are agate, semi-precious gemstone. The dark greens are malachite from Zambia, South Africa. So different stones were imported from different parts of India and the world. The black letters, what we see the writings, are 2 to 3 millimeters inlaid black onyx, Belgium. Any floral pattern you see today on the gate or the mausoleum is not colored, not painted. They all are inlaid, engraved 2 to 3 millimeters in the white marble. If it was colored or painted, that should have gone faded. They all are still impressive. So nothing is colored or painted. This art in English is called inlay art, like inlay, any inlay art, but it has a beautiful meaning. The actual art name is Pachikari. Pachikari means when you shape a natural rock into a floral pattern and you fix them within the marble. Stone within a stone. If you've been to Europe, like Italy, in Florence, you call this art Pietra Dura. But this art is actually originated from Persia, which is Iran today, right? The chief architect behind the monument was Irani. His name is Amanat Khan Shirazi. Shiraz is a beautiful city in Iran. Like Americans from America, Indian from India, Shirazi from Shiraz designed the structure of the Taj Mahal. Well, that's why it's a Farsi or Persian style art over India. So this Persian engineer brought this art, brought many arts to India. One of the best art he brought to India is Pachikari, marble inlay art.
Okay, once you come in through those gates to the entrance, this is your first stunning view of the Taj Mahal. Everybody's stopping to take pictures, understandably. But if you walk just a little bit further ahead, you're going to get yet another amazing view from here. You'll see that lady in red there. We're all waiting patiently for our turn to get that picture. What an amazing shot. But let's hand it back over to Vikram for more explanation about the Taj Mahal.
Okay. Once again, a very warm welcome to the beautiful Taj Mahal. Of course, the beautiful people. In the year 1983, UNESCO declared this monument World Heritage Monument on a very special and unique date, 7/7/7, July 7, 2007. Taj Mahal was rated one of the 7 wonders of the world. So what are the new 7 wonders? Great Wall, China; Taj Mahal, India; Chichen Itza, Mexico; Machu Picchu, Peru; Petra, Jordan; Colosseum, Rome; Christ the Redeemer, Rio, Brazil; and recently they have added the 8th wonder, Angkor Wat, Cambodia. Angkor Wat is a Hindu temple, Hindu and Buddhist temples actually. It's a beautiful place. You must go visit there if you ever get a chance to. So one of the 7 wonders, of course, as we were talking about, is a mausoleum, right? And it was built for a favorite wife. What is so special about her? We were talking about the Mughals, the Mongols. So who were Mughals originally? Descendants of Genghis Khan. So the Genghis Khan's descendants were called Mughals in India, not Mongols. What is the difference? There is a difference. Genghis Khan was not a Muslim invader. He was a barbarian. He was a nomad. He had no religion, at least not Islam. But these people, Mughals, were Muslim. Reason? Because Mongol women got married to the Ottoman Muslim Timurid bloodline. Uzbekistan. So the father side was Muslim side, the mother side was still Mongol side, and then they got the religion from the father side. Opposite to the Jewish, where they get it from the mother side. Well, that's why they were Muslim emperor. Mughal is an Arabic word, which means warrior, fighters, right? So, as we were talking about, Mughals were here for more than 300 years, 9 different Mughal emperors. This belongs to the 5th generation of Mughal. His real name is Khurram. Arabic, official language Muslim. Khurram means joyous, happiness. But once he ascends the royal throne, he becomes official successor. He gets a new title. The title is Shah Jahan. So official name of this 5th generation is Shah Jahan. Shah means king. Jahan is the world, king of the world. Well, king of the world had 3 wives at the same time. In Islam, you can have 4 at the same time, right? Lucky or lucky, you don't know. One is enough. Right? All 3 wives were Muslim he had, but from 3 different places. The first wife was from Kandahar, Afghanistan. Second wife was from Lahore, which is in Pakistan today, but there was no Pakistan before 1947. It was a part of India. She was Indian Muslim. Now number 3, this lady, Persia, Iran. The king declared the 3rd wife his favorite wife. He sent the first 2 wives back to the places. I'm not so happy with you. I'm disappointed. I don't need you anymore. Why? Why does she deserve to be the favorite one? Not 1 reason, not 2 reasons, actually 3 reasons. What is an emperor looking in a partner 400 years before to declare the wife favorite of the palace? Her real name is something different from Iran. She was Irani, but the king always declared Mumtaz Mahal. It's a title gifted by the husband to the lady. Mumtaz Mahal means my crown of the palace. So basically, Taj means a crown. Mahal is a palace. Crown of the palace. A title gifted by the husband to the lady after declaring her favorite one. But once again, what is so favorite about her? 3. Not 1 reason, 2, actually 3 reasons. All the 3 reasons start with B. English alphabet B. B, B, B. She got 3 B's, but the other 2 wives didn't have this.
Beauty, brains.
I take it babies.
Beauty, brains, and babies.
And babies. There you go. So she got 3 B's. First and second wife, they were not beautiful like the 3rd one. No wonder she was Irani. Persian women are really famous for the natural beauty. She attracted the king towards her beauty. It is believed that ever a Mughal king had a beautiful wife like her. Stunning, out of this world. You don't mind, I can see the American beauty also. You got the best one. You got the Mumtaz, the best one. I say to every woman, don't worry.
No, I know. I know you do.
You know how tour guide works.
Oh,
right?
I know you do.
You're a travel agent,
I know what you're thinking inside, don't worry.
So, beauty of course, right? Legend. She was the ever stunning woman a Mughal king had. So beautiful, beauty. Number second, brain. She was born smart. She used to join the military campaigns with the husband like a companion. She used to raise her voice in public and private discussion. When 400 years before, 17th century, which is rare in Islamic community, they still do not treat their women so well, unfortunately. She wasn't expecting. Of course, it wasn't wasn't possible without the husband's support. But at least she was doing it. Beauty with brain. She was a well-known figure in public discussion, right? So other two wives were also not smart and intelligent like the third one. Now, the other two wives were also childless. They had no babies to deliver. They never delivered a single child to the king, which means the king has no successor. I've got no heir. Who's gonna look after my empire when I die? Well, pretty male dominance, very common back then. Every king needs it. Beauty with brain. She delivers 14 children to Shah Jahan.
14?
1, 4, 14. Makes sense why the king was really happy with the third one. Always kept the husband busy. Too much work, right? Beauty, brain and babies, and she got the best one, babies, 14 children. The king was, of course, super happy. Unfortunately, this favorite wife dies during the 14th. What happened? This time she couldn't make it. She was badly infected in the lower abdomen. Let's say 13 or 14 years when she got married to this man. Marriages were more political that time, strategic alliances, political alliances, child marriages. So she got married at the age of 13 or 14. Early marriage, early conceiving. She was only 16 when she delivered the first baby. She became mother first time at the age of 16. Now she's 49 when she's conceiving for the 14th time. Which sounds every 2 years there's a baby. She's conceiving all her life, she's pregnant all her life. And can we imagine any good medical doctors? Treatments 400 years before? No vaccinations, no antibiotics. Result, out of 14 children, only 6 survived. What happened to the other children? They born young, they died young, premature. Pretty common those days. Excuse me. Only 6 out of 14. But this time, she was literally on the bed, on the verge of death at the 14th one. Almost dying. Husband was busy in a war planning, 1,000 miles away from here. So she wasn't with the husband. She called the husband back. He left her, he came back, sat beside. For the last time, they talked to each other. Because right after the conversation, she closed her eyes forever. Baby died too. 14th one was a baby girl, couldn't survive. Also died with mother. But she didn't die like this. She shared 3 messages to the husband before her demise. I would say her last wishes, 3 wishes. Number 1, not to marry again. Smart lady. I think she's being a smart mother because she's the only mother. She's being a protective mother, right? I want no competition for my children. You are a Muslim husband, you will have 4th wife, they can have children, they will have children. What about my children? What's the guarantee? Not to marry. Now, second, to look after my children. Please be a good father. Give them equal love and respect. Treat them well. Don't leave them like you left the other 2 wives. Be kind to them. Third, the most important. I know you loved me throughout your life. I'm the most loving wife. I know this. You declare me the crown of the palace. I'm the favorite crown, the best one. This time, this infection killing my body. I'm not gonna survive anymore. I don't wanna die like this. I want you to do something in my memory as a token of our true love, symbol of our true love, something that this world had never seen before. One and only thing in this world, and no one can copy in future. Generations to come, decades to come, centuries to come, ages to come would always remember my name. What's the name? Taj Mahal. She actually asked for it. Pretty demanding. I think she deserves at least after 14 children. Well deserved. With these last words, she passed away. Baby died too. In Islam, you have to bury a body immediately, within 24 hours, right? The king had no idea about the final burial because he was shattered after the death of the lady. He lost the love of his life. He locked himself in a dark room for 40 days mourning. So the body was given immediate burial somewhere down the corner at the garden level. Well, there were no gardens back then, no design garden. It was bushes and trees over the corner. Now, after 3 days, the body got shifted, transferred at this garden level in the middle of the Taj, got buried. They built a beautiful tomb central for Taj for Mumtaz lady. Now, the husband decided to construct the mausoleum over the tomb. So he commissioned the project after 1 year. 1630 she dies, she gets buried. 1631 he starts the construction. So from 1631 till 1653, 22 years to complete. But out of 22 years, this thing only took 17 itself, because this is the actual art. Rest of the things, mosque, they call it guest house later on, right? This beautiful gardens, gate, 5 years. So 17 plus 5, 22 in that case. Now, for 1 year, the king traveled the world. He's traveling the world, why? To collect the best design, the best material, the best craftsman, the best draftsman, the best calligrapher. People wrongly believe that Taj was built only by the Muslim craftsmen. The Muslim artisans worked here because he was a Muslim, so he wanted everyone should be Muslim. It was an open invitation for everyone. I don't mind which race, religion, color, culture you come from. You white, you black, you European, you Indian, you Middle Eastern. I just want the best out of you. What if I tell you some Roman Catholics also participated here? Italians, French, Dutch, Moroccan Muslim, Moorish, Hindus. Why? Because he wanted the best of everyone. I don't mind which race, religion, you're Hindu, you're Muslim, you're Christian, you're Catholic. Show me the best. Show me what you got. I'm here to pay. He paid 20,000 workers for 22 years. What an open invitation. What a vision of the man. I just want the best out of the world. There you go. He lived for another 36 years after she died. So he saw everything completed. He was alive to see everything completed. But when he dies, he's also buried next to the wife. So you got two tombs to see. She's in the center, in the middle of the second one, he was added later. So you got two tombs actually. There you are. Interesting. I hope I'm not boring.
No.
You didn't fall asleep. The monument height is 81 meters from the bottom to the top. Now, imagine if it is 81 meters high, how did they manage to lift the heavy marble up? Heavy stuff, heavy material up? Well, they had no cranes back then. Pulleys, of course. The same idea which was used behind the Egypt pyramids. They got the ramparts, bamboo scaffoldings, and hundreds of elephants must have been used to push this marble heavier all over, all around. Now, starting from the top, do we see the top finial? This is metal now, brass, but it used to be gold leaf before. All the finials, all the metal used to be the gold instead of brass. What happened to the gold then? Brits. They actually took this, look you go. They took the gold off the gold leaf and put the brass instead. Can we see the half moon crescent?
Yes.
Well, significant to Muslim, Islam. But right over the top of the crescent, do we see the two leaves and a kind of flower? Lotus. Almost shapes like fleur de lis in French. But look at this, lotus is a Hindu national flower, auspicious for Hindu community, sacred. Have you ever noticed how do we say namaste? This is Buddhist namaste. The Hindu namaste is like this, Julie. You basically cup it. May I? You actually shape like this. It shapes the exact lotus flower. Lotus is Hindu national flower. It represents that Hindus also participated on the monument. So they actually left their impressions like this. It's like their signature. It's like their initial on the monument. And he wanted to. Now coming down, the big dome is very Islamic style, very Uzbeki style. If you ever go to Uzbekistan, Fargana, Timurid places, you find this dome. But can we see the two cupolas, the small ones? Two here, two at the other side. These cupolas are very much inspired from the Hindu temples. ever get a chance to see a Hindu temple, you get to see these cupolas. It's very Asian style. Minarets, very Islamic. You do need to have a minaret in a mosque. If you have a mosque functioning, you have to have a minaret functioning. Reason? Call to pray. The muazzin, the priest, he has to go up and calls to pray, which he still does it. Every Friday, he comes and uses one of these towers and goes up. So each tower has 160 steps to go up. So people could go back then, not anymore, actually. So that if you have one mosque, then 1 minaret should have been enough. Why you have 4? Symmetry. One at each corner, it's all about the same, so that the Taj looks perfectly uniform and perfect from all over. Coming down, you have the floral pattern, the same inlays, pachikari, the mosaic inlay engraving. Can we also see the letters again? Writings? They are not the same we left at the gate. They are not welcome message. These are death prayers. These are Quranic expression. Holy Book of Islam, Quran. These are all Quran verses. All they are mourning, death prayers. One on each side, they are different. Even inside, they are different actually. And it's a double dome, Mick. It's pure mathematics. This dome has a weight of 180 tons. To support the 180 tons, you need another dome. So there's a dome, another dome. Dome within a dome that supports this actually. Well, that's why when you go inside, you will find it's an octagon in shape. 8 sides, rise, but why? Mathematics. If you have 4 walls, like a square, you cannot build a round dome on it. You have to have squinches, diagonal balance, so you can distribute the weight of circular dome. 180 tons over there. And it's not a marble solid wall. It's a facade. It's bricks and mortar, and then they put a tile over it. It's like a veneer, basically. It's not a solid marble. A solid marble would have been so heavy, too heavy for a bank of a river. Remember, it's a bank of a river. So the marble stone foundation would be too heavy. Now what is the foundation? Is it sandstone? Because it's softer, it erodes, and the water underneath is like killing. Then what's the foundation? Teak wood. The teak wood, which is Burmese teak, Burma, that is Myanmar today, the best teak wood comes from there. The teak wood has a tendency that it absorbs more water, it becomes stronger. Like Venice, they use a teak wood. The best teak wood come from 3 places: Texas, America, Sri Lanka, and Burma, Myanmar. It was Burmese teak. So what is underneath? Wooden logs. You have teak wooden logs underneath. It's like they use the ship. Same, teak. It absorbs water, it becomes stronger. There you are. Well, that's why it is still standing for the last 400 years in the solid foundation on a bank of a river. There you go. Thank you. Thank you so much.
As we walked around, we got some stunning views, as you'll see here, of that sunrise over the Taj Mahal. To the left, there is also a mosque, which is mirrored on the right, as you will understand when we have it explained by Vikram. Once again, he's getting ready there. Look, here's Vikram telling us all about the mosque. Isn't it great? Our own guide.
Wazu tank, or sometimes wudu tank. Wazu means the water ablution. Every Muslim has to wash the exposed part of the body before going in the mosque to pray. Right? So before the prayer, actual holy prayer, they wash their feet, hand, knees, and then they go inside. Since it's a functioning mosque, they do it right here.
So they
water ablution. But do we also pray only for namazis? What does that mean? People often ask me, can any Muslim go and pray? As long as you're Muslim, you should be allowed to pray in the mosque, right? Not any Muslim. It was only for the Muslim descendants of Muslim artisans. So the 13 and 14 generation of these Muslim craftsmen, those who worked here, they are only allowed to come and pray. You can be the richest Muslim of the country, you're still not allowed to pray in this mosque. It's like paying homage to their ancestors and forefathers, actually requesting them to come and pray because their ancestors and forefathers had sacrificed their lives for this beautiful monument for 22 years. Isn't it amazing? They are still getting honored even after 400 years. So whenever Taj Mahal needs any restoration, any repair work, they are called up here. I can explain you better. I may be the best tour guide for you so far, right? But I still cannot do it for you. They know how to cut the hardest marble of the world. They know how to use the traditional conventional tools and techniques. They know how to shape a gemstone out of a rock into a floral pattern and fix them within. So their 13th-14th generation is still alive. What happened after the Taj Mahal? This Muslim generation, they pass it down their next skill to the next generation. From grandfather to father, father to son, son to grandson. This is how the art traveled down. So we have 13th and 14th generation, they're still continuing it to do this art, which will be the second half of our tour of Taj Mahal. We were going to learn this art directly from one of these families actually, where you can actually do it more, you can record it more, you can actually take pictures, make videos, because I still cannot show the tools and techniques. We will learn it from the family actually directly. Okay. Thank you.
Now, we were not able to film inside the Taj Mahal itself, but I got some video of the outside, the intricacy of the amazing designs they have. But once again, who better to explain it? More details on the outside area than the wonderful Vikram himself. It's like a free tour for you.
Do we see on the other side of the river like a garden? Moon garden. Every full moon night, this Emperor Shah Jahan used to sit at the gardens and would admire the beauty of the Taj Mahal every full moon night. Now imagine, Julie, you are there at the garden and the Taj is giving a reflection into this water, like a mirror image in the river, because the river used to be wider back then, like bigger back then. And one day he looked at the reflection of the Taj Mahal and he got inspired. Why don't I construct a second Taj Mahal for myself? Like a mirror image, black marble on the other side. So he almost started it. Look at the boundary wall, watchtower, and an octagon shape for the black marble Taj Mahal in his own, for his own, like a yin yang. White for the queen, black for himself. That would have been amazing. But he couldn't do it. He couldn't continue it. Why? But he died. Of course he died, but he died under house arrest. Have you ever heard about it? This emperor who got the Taj Mahal built, he was imprisoned in his own palace for 7 years, like a confinement, a house arrest.
Why?
For 7 years. Why and who? His youngest son. Remember the story? Out of 14 children, only 6 survived, 3 girls, 3 boys. Well, their daughters never become successors, sadly. It has to be the son. But then it has to be the older one, the elder guy. The youngest among the 3, he turned greedy for the powers. He realized, I've got no chance to become a king. His insecurity turned him greedy. My father's not going to declare me the successor ever because I've got 2 elder brothers. He poisoned them, literally killed them, dethroned the father, deposed the father, overruled him, put his father under house arrest for almost 7 years in his own palace. Eat, pray and stay. Kingship knows no kinship. When you gotta go, you gotta go. It wasn't strange for that time, it was happening everywhere among Romans, Greeks, Chinese, Ottoman. It's all about the money and power. Game of Thrones. So daughters looked after the father for 7 years. They never got married until the father survived. They brought the body of the father, got him buried next to the wife, next to their mom, for after 7 years of imprisonment. Daughters are important. I've got 2 boys. I'm not gonna share this story to my boys ever. Trying to convince my wife, let's plan a baby girl.
So this was the husband of the wife that's now buried in there.
Himself.
So he was going to have one for his wife and one for himself over there.
The black marble, as he wished, after getting inspired by the reflection of the Taj on the full moon night. So every full moon night, one can get a tour from there as well. So we call it Moon Gardens, Mehtab Bagh, Moon Garden. So the monument on the same bank of the river, the same curve, we see the red one is a fortress, Agra Fort, and the white building among this all together are the palaces where the people lived basically. All the royal, they lived within the white one. This fort is 2.6 square kilometers, huge, one of the biggest and oldest in North India at least. Majority of the fort is still used as an active army base. So Indian military is still active over there.
So that's where he was imprisoned for the 7 years.
Well, so one of those white buildings in this all the gallery, he was imprisoned. The man who built the Taj Mahal, named Shah Jahan, was under house arrest for 7 years by his own youngest son named Aurangzeb. Because the guy wanted to get the power and he was the youngest one, he got no chance. Well, that's why he poisoned his elder brothers, dethroned the father, and got his father locked in for 7 years in his own palace.
So he could never come over there.
He can never come over there.
Crazy. Greed is everything.
Greed is everything.
Alright, so that completed our tour of the Taj Mahal. I want to show you this outside afterwards. This was the main entrance. We went in earlier, and as you can see, at this point it was about 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning, completely empty, no line whatsoever. So the sunrise is the big demand time to go. I'm going to show you some pictures of what we did, or what we took, that we took, if I could say it correctly, afterwards. Don't be fooled by the fact that there's nobody in the picture. On my phone I can delete people, so they're not the greatest pictures if you zoom in, but they're perfectly fine for what I needed. So there we are. That was our trip to the Taj Mahal. Once these pictures are run, I'm going to hand you over to our guide McCall. He is going to take us to Delhi, Old Delhi specifically, and take us on a tour around there. And I figured after we stopped, by the way, we stopped at the hazelnut factory. I should have added that. This was in Agra for our breakfast and lunch. And then I'll show you one more thing we did. But then I'm going to let the sound do the talking and just give you a guided tour of Old Delhi. We went to marble arts and handicrafts. Very interesting about this place, at least this is what Vikram told us. These guys do all of the work on repairing and replacing and redoing touch-ups and everything at the Taj Mahal. This is what he claimed, so I can only go by what Vikram said. So we stopped there, and then after this we headed back to Old Delhi with our main guide McCall. And like I said, I am going to let the sounds of Old Delhi do the talking, and you can get the gist of it. No more commentary from me until the very end. Oh, by the way, one quick thing. In Agra, there were cows everywhere. Let's hand you over to McCall and Old Delhi.
चलो बाहर से निकाल लो, थोड़ा सा दिखा के चलो फिर। एक बार रोकना हल्का सा देखो कबूतर फंस गया था। आ जाओ।
How we doing, McCall?
Very nice. How about you, sir?
I'm very good. Very happy today. Best tour guide ever.
They sit here for the whole day. People come and hire them on per day basis. In the free time, they're playing games in the mobile phone. In the morning time.
Yeah.
Panel seats.
पिछली बार हम आए थे मखाना 800
All the different kind of papadums. Outside. So their family is from nearby village or town. So the male comes to the city, they work for limited time like 2 months, 3 months, 1 month, 15 days, and then they go back to their families.
So there's like shared apartments?
Yes, shared apartments on the second and third floor. You can see some of the people having their clothes over there hanging. They're drying up. The second and third is the shared apartments, five people, 6 people living together. I think you have different bay leaves.
Oh yeah.
Ours are not that big.
Just a bit smaller.
And you also use them dried or fresh?
More so dry.
I don't
Soups and
I don't use them. She does I don't do the cooking.
That's all fennel seeds. Black pepper. चलो भैया बड़ा आगे के लिए उम्मीद कर रही बड़ा भाई पापा जी का तुमने देखा था कितना साल में It's red again.
That didn't stay long, did it?
15 seconds.
that's it.
Yeah. Green for 15 seconds and red for 120 seconds.
That's the way to do it. Don't crash into him, he's got like hydrogen cylinders as well, look at it. Explode on you. Oh, Indian oil.
Different monuments.
Alright, well I hope that about shows you how noisy and busy Old Delhi is. Hope you enjoyed that whole video overall. A little tour of the Taj Mahal, a quick look at Agra, and then the sights and sounds of Old Delhi with our amazing tour guide McCool. And Vikram was our tour guide in Taj Mahal. Some pictures to end you with. And I'll put the links to this tour in the comments in case you want to go on this tour if you are ever visiting. But I cannot recommend it enough. Go early, get those beautiful sunrise shots, and enjoy the Taj Mahal. Well, thanks for watching. I truly appreciate it. If you haven't yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell. You'll get notifications when future videos come out. And also you'll see to the left and right of me, there are some more of my videos you can watch. Also, you can join my lovely little channel here. Hit that join button next to the subscribe button on my main page. We have 3 different levels you can join at. And if you join at the highest level, I will name a suit after you. And every time I wear that suit, I'll have your name in the pocket. I will sing your name to the rafters, maybe even at karaoke.